Hola chicos, today I'm going to help you with present tense conjugating in Spanish. So far you've only learned some irregular verbs, which are ser, estar, and ir, right? Ser means to be, estar means to be, ir means to go. We've worked with these for the past few weeks. So you noticed that there was a different form for each person when you were doing these verbs, right? So for ser, for example, you have yo soy, tú eres, which looks completely different, él es, which looks completely different, nosotros somos, which looks completely different, and ellos son, right? Well, you will be glad to know that 90% of the verbs in Spanish, I'm making that number up, but many verbs in Spanish are standard and they use the same magic words. Remember what we looked at in the video above? What are the magic verbs for AR? O, as, a, amos, an. For ER, o, es, e, hemos, en. For IR, o, es, imos, en. Yeah, these are the magic words. So you use the o ending for yo, the as, es for tú, the a, e for él, ella, and usted, the amos, hemos, imos for nosotros, and the an, en for ellos, ellas, and ustedes. Good? So if you memorize these magic words, then you can manipulate, like I told you before, about 90% of the verbs in Spanish. You can say anything you want. Okay? So let's start with hablar. Hablar means to talk. So who do you talk to? Your boyfriend. I know you talk to your boyfriend. So yo, I talk. So what you do is you look at what kind of verb is this? This is an AR verb because it ends with AR. So we're going to use AR endings. O, as, a, amos, an. And my subject is yo. So I'm going to use the O on the end. So here's my root of my word, of my verb. Hablo, everything except for the AR. I'm going to replace the AR with O. Yo hablo con mi novio. I talk to my boyfriend. Let's see. We walk together to school. How cute. Caminar is to walk. Caminar is also an AR verb, so you're going to use AR endings. Here's our root, camin. So we walk. How do you say we? We is nosotros. Nosotros. And then camin, that's my root. And then I have to pick the nosotros ending, amos. Nosotros caminamos, whoops. Caminamos a la escuela. How romantic. Nosotros is my subject. So I used the nosotros ending on my verb. Here yo was my subject, so I used the yo ending on my verb. Pretty cool? Let's try an ER verb. What do I eat? You know I love to eat. Comer was my favorite thing to eat. Apparently it was pizza, remember? To eat. So, what do you like to eat? You are more adventurous than I am. You like to eat. You eat sardines. Yes. So you eat. Here's our, what kind of verb was this? An ER verb. We look at the ending, of course, to figure out which magic words we need to use. We're going to use hemos en. Tu, com, that was our root. And then tu is my subject, so I have to pick the tu ending right here. Tu comes sardinas. Delicioso. Tu comes sardinas. And let's try one for IR. I have abrir here waiting for me. Abrir means to open. Abrir is an IR verb. That means to open. So let's see. He opens his email. Who is he? Let's pick Pepe. Pepe. Pepe opens. That's el. So I'm going to look at my chart el. And I can't put a on it because it's not an AR verb, right? Abrir is an IR verb. If you look over here, let's see if I can make it all fit. IR verb. I can't pick a. No. I have to pick because it's an IR verb. Pepe abre. That was my root. Pepe abre los correos electrónicos. Pepe abre los correos electrónicos. Pepe opens the email. Bien? Okay, so over here, I have a bunch of verbs for you. These are AR verbs. These are ER verbs. These are IR verbs. Okay? You can only use o, as, a, amos, an for these. You can only use o, es, e, hemos, en for these. You can only use o, es, e, imos, en for these. Okay? Let's pick one at random. Leer. Let's do leer. Leer means to read. What do they read? They read. What do they read? They read Harry Potter. So who are they? Mari y Elena. They read. So my ending was ER, right? Leer. ER. So I have to use O, S, E, hemos, en. Which one is for they? Ellas. Two girls, right? Ellas. So I have to use en. Mari y Elena. Here was my root. It was le. And then I have to put my en. I end up with two E's. That's okay. Don't worry about it. Mari y Elena leen Harry Potter. Muy bien. Let's pick another one at random. Blah, 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 blah. Trabajar. Trabajar means to work. Trabajar means to work. Who works? Let's see. Who do we want to talk about now? Let's do usted. So usted, remember, is a respect form. So we're going to use a title. We're going to say, Señor Fernandez. Fernandez, comma, because I'm talking to him, right? Usted is when you're talking to a person that you have to respect. Usted, and then you work. This is an AR verb, so I'm going to use o, as, a, amos, an. Which one is usted? Is a. Okay. Usted trabaja. That was my root. Trabaja mucho. So, Mr. Fernandez, you, sir. This is usted, a respectful tone. You work a lot. You work a lot. And now we can talk about Señor Fernandez. So now I have to put a title. El Señor Fernandez. Él, he works. Trabaja. Same form, oh my goodness. Él trabaja mucho. This is él and usted. They share. Remember that? Good. Let's do one more. Let's pick ir, an ir ending. Let's do escribir. Escribir means to write. Escribir, to write. It's an IR verb, so if you look on the chart over here, I have to use my IR endings. Let's see. What do I write? I write poetry. See? So yo, that's I. I write. Escribe is my root. Escribe. And then I need my correct ending for yo, which is o for yo. Yo escribo poemas. Okay, so what did we learn here? You have to memorize your set of magic words here, your endings. O, as, a, amos, an, o, es, e, hemos, en, o, es, e, imos, en. And then when you want to manipulate any kind of verb, you need to identify what kind of verb it is. It's an AR verb. So then you use the AR magic words. You take the AR off, right? We're left with habla, the root, and you add the correct ending that matches with your subject. Okay? We're going to be practicing this a lot at the center table. Please do not hesitate to ask me any questions. I love to help you. And if you're confused, drop me a little note in the mailbox. And have a nice day. Adios.